Matthews in now. Takes the ball down. So Gaines flies out to open the game. Matthews in. Morales gets the pitch. And this one's outside. 2 balls and no strikes here to Peyton Matthews, the left fielder, number 23, for Mid-America Christian. This one down as well, and the count goes to 3 balls and no strikes here. Top of the first inning. Morales into the windup and now pitches. This one's going to go outside, and Matthews will walk and be the first base runner of the game. The pitcher today also for Mid-America Christian will be the left-hander, number 9, Fabian Hernandez. Let's take a look at the defensive lineup here for Central Methodist. In left field, it'll be Weedy. In center field, it'll be Malzahn. In right field, it'll be Carlos Negron. Darin at third, Soriano at short, Sena at second, Williams at first, and Sears behind the plate with Morales on the mound. First pitch swung on and missed here to the right fielder, number 25, Noel McGarry Doyle. Doyle back in, batting here on the left side of the box. Matthews off his first base now, diving back into first base. Next pitch, Morales gives to Doyle there. That one's going to be taken through between short and third for a single. MACU trying to cook with something here in the top half of the first. Here comes a player with plenty of experience for MACU in Christopher Munoz. Will play second base for them. First and second here. First pitch from Morales is down. It's opening day for Central Methodist. And it is game number 7 of the year for MACU. This one's going to be lifted out to center field, but Malzahn will be there. There will be no tag as they get it into third base quickly. But it'll be the second fly out to Malzahn in this inning. And here comes the first baseman, number 24, Brett Justice. So Justice with a runner in scoring position at second base. That runner is Peyton Matthews. Doyle over at first. Riverside Stadium here in Victoria, Texas, the neutral site atmosphere for this one. I'm Robbie Gutierrez on the call with you for the first game of the action here today. Morales fakes the turn to second, no throw, nothing doing there. Right-hander gives a look at second base. Now the pitch, and this one's going to be down, and it will be ball number 1 here to Brett Justice. Justice the junior out of Jacksonville, Arkansas. This ball gets behind the catcher. There will be no throw. They'll actually throw down to second. Sears with the throw down to second, but nothing doing there. Everybody safe and advances 90 feet. Morales has worked just one swing and miss so far here in this inning. 2 flyouts to center. This one's going to bend in there for a strike. 2 balls and a strike now. DeAndre Gaines flew out to center field on the first pitch of the afternoon, just afternoon. And Munoz hit one straight out the center. This one, a fastball over the outer third, is going to be called for a strike, and the count draws even. We've got twos across the board. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. Pitch from Morales here. This one's going to be up, and the count moves full. 3-2 here. We look for the action pitch. Morales into the windup and the pitch here. This one is hit high into the air, onto the infield. A couple different players calling for it, but the first baseman, Williams, is going to have it, and the Eagles will escape the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no error, and 2 left on base in that inning for the Mid-America Christian team, and now CMU will come up to bat. It'll be Valentin Serna Jr. will lead us off just on the other side of this one. After a half inning of play, MACU nothing, Central Methodist coming up to bat. We'll be right back. Bottom of the first coming up here. Robbie Gutierrez on the call with you here from the UHV Athletics YouTube page. Here's the starting lineup for Central Methodist University out of the state of Missouri. It'll be the second baseman, number 7, Valentin Serna Jr., the first baseman, 32, Kyle Williams, the catcher, 21, Tanner Sears, the designated hitter, number 22, Gavin Whitehurst, the center fielder, number 15, Ryan Malzahn, the right fielder, number 20, Carlos Negron, the left fielder, number 11, Zeb Weedy, the third baseman, number 4, Diego Darin, and the shortstop, number 2, David Soriano. They will step in to face the left-handed arm of Fabian Hernandez, whose first pitch is in there for a strike. Hernandez, a 6-foot junior out of Samana, República Dominicana, and a transfer from Western Oklahoma. 0-1 is the count here to Serna. This one misses outside. The count will draw even at 1-1. Next pitch is a ground ball hit up the middle, just past the dive of the shortstop Medina and into center field for a single. So Serna starts the season off for CMU playing in their first game, first batter, first hit. And that'll bring up the first baseman, 32, Kyle Williams. Defensive alignment for MACU will be Matthews in left, Gaines in center, Doyle in right. Mendoza at third, Medina at short, Munoz at second, Justice at first base, Stark behind the plate, and Hernandez on the mound. That's Hernandez pitching here. First pitch misses outside. They're going to check down to the umpire. He says no swing, and the count is 1 ball and no strikes. CMU playing in their first game of the year. They'll play 2 today against MACU, and you're stuck with me for the first one. This one just misses up, and the count moves to 2-0. Williams, a transfer from MACU at the plate, batting left-handed out of the great city of Dallas, Texas. This one's a fastball over the outer third. to Williams. Count moves to 2 balls and a strike. Hernandez working from the extreme third base side of the rubber. Takes a look over to first base. Now the leg kick and the pitch. This one will be hit up into the air. Williams loses the bat and everything. Long run for the third baseman there in Mendoza. Did not know where the railing was. Had to stop mid-run there, and that one will fall in for a foul ball. The count draws even. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Williams at the dish. And now this takes 2 looks. Now the leg kick and the pitch. And this one just fouled off at the plate by Williams. So if you're just joining us, Valentin Sedna Jr. singled. First batter of the year for CMU reaches base. MACU playing in their 7th game this season. This one's ripped to the second baseman. Has a slight bobble with it. He'll try to get it over the first, and everybody's going to be safe. Williams hustles it down the line. We'll see how they score that one. But the short hop play off the heel of the glove of Munoz. They're going to give it a hit. Has the first 2 reach. Both of these teams inside of the coaches poll. Top 25 in the league. This one's going to be inside to the catcher, number 21, Tanner Sears. Sears out of Higginsville, Missouri. The coaches poll top 25 came out in November. MACU 13th, Mid-America Christian 13th, and Central Methodist is 14th in there. 2 balls and no strikes now. Of course, the NAI ball top 25 media poll will come out next week, our first one of the season. You can find that over at NAI ball on all 3 major platforms, X, Facebook, and Instagram. This one inside as well, and the count moves to 3-0. We'll see what Nate Breland gives here to Tanner Sears. Likely taking, would be surprised to see him with a swing. Three balls and no strikes. 2 looks over at second. This one in there. The get me over fastball for a strike. 31 now. This is going to miss just inside. If Hernandez wanted that one, will not get the call from the home plate umpire. And the bases are loaded with nobody out. So that'll bring up number 22, Gavin Whitehurst. He'll be the DH today. Whitehurst, the transfer from Chesapeake, Virginia. Darius Freeman will do the running over at first base. Two hits in the inning for the Eagles. Nunn is trying to wiggle his way out of this one, but no outs. The first pitch is a ball to Gavin Whitehurst, the designated hitter. This one's fouled back and into the parking lot. This catches the inner third, and that count moves to 1-2 now. Both games today are 7-inning contests, so while every inning matters, the 7s are a little more important. just don't have the same amount of time there. This one out to the shortstop, 6, 4, 3, double play, no RBI, but it is going to be a run for CMU as Serna comes in to score the first run of the season for the Eagles. Williams goes to third. Freeman is out on the 6-4 put out. Whitehurst out on the 6-4-3. And that brings up center fielder number 15, Ryan Malzahn. So one of the closest best case scenarios there for MACU and for the pitcher, Hernandez, getting the double play, getting 2 outs immediately after having bases loaded, but one still in scoring position. This one's going to be hit into right. That'll get down Malzahn with a single, and that's going to be the first RBI of the year. Williams goes in to score, and here comes the right fielder, number 20, Carlos Negron. Negron from the island of Puerto Rico digs into the plate. Look over to first base. First throw almost got Malzahn leaning there. 2-0 Central Methodist out in front of MACU. Evangels trying to get out of the inning. Leg kick in the pitch. This one is going to miss. A back pick down to first base. Nothing doing on that one either. So the score ruling has changed. They have changed Kyle Williams' ruling to an E4. That is no longer a hit. This one's going to be in there for a strike. Count moves to 2 balls and a strike. So that ruling coming down. Kyle Williams had a ball that hit off the heel of the glove of the second baseman, Christopher Munoz. That'll be called an E4. Malzahn dancing off of first. This time able to get back with more ease. Carlos Negron at the plate here in the first inning. Swing and a miss there, and the count moves to 2s across the board. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. A 2-0 CMU lead over MACU here in the bottom half of the first. Breaker does not fall in there, and the count moves full. Likely an action pitch. We'll likely be seeing Malzahn move here. And we'll see if Hernandez wants to try to pick first. Action pitch there, and it's fouled off back into the parking lot. Riverside Stadium is a great place to catch a ball game here in Victoria, Texas. Covered seating, stadium seating, turf infield. Can't complain about this one. Hard to find better here in South Texas. This one is launched long, far, and foul. Just out of camera view there. That would have been a one-hopper to the wall, but well foul. A lot of foul territory down here at Riverside Stadium as well. A lot of those balls, those outfielders in left and right, as well as third and first base, going to have a hard time getting to in just no man's land. Left fielder Matthews there just playing straight up. Never had a chance at that ball. About 1.5 miles away from him. Swing and a miss will end the inning there. Negron goes down with a strikeout. But 2 runs for the Eagles on 2 hits. There was 1 Evangel error committed and 1 left on base. At the end of the first frame, we've got a lead. Central Methodist leads 2-0. We'll take a break, and when we come back, it will be John Luke Hobdy leading things off for the Evangels. This is MACU versus Central Methodist right here on the UHV Athletics page from Riverside Stadium in Victoria, Texas. Back to the action here in Victoria, Texas. Robbie Gutierrez on the call with you. Robbie Gutierrez of NAI Ball. Thrilled to be here with you in Victoria, Texas for the first game of this matchup. John Luke Hobdy, the designated hitter, digs in, and he'll give this one a rip into left center. Nobody is going to catch that one, and that is going to one-hop the wall. Hobdy rounding first base into second. He will be in there standing. He will not test it to third. He'll give a look, but nothing doing there as that ball is chased down. But the first pitch of the inning that Hobdy sees off of Morales is stung into left center field. A second hit of the game for MACU here. They trail 2-0 in the top of the second. Jordani Mendoza up now. Western Oklahoma State transfer from the Bronx. He'll square around, pulls back, takes that one low, ball one. Mendoza, the third baseman and 7-hole hitter here for the number 13 team in the nation, according to the league coaches poll. Squares around again, pulls back. This one's going to miss into the next batter's box, and it's 2-0. We'll see if head coach Brett Stanton wants to give him the signal again. MACU split yesterday with the home team, the Houston-Victoria. He will not square around, takes that inside, and it's 3-0. Runner on second here. The pitch from Morales is going to miss outside. It's going to be the second walk that Morales has issued. No action down to the bullpen, but Nate Breland will make a trip out to the mound and talk to his pitcher, who's got runners at first and second. Again, in these 7-inning games, really hard to keep things under wraps. You cannot wait too long. You've got 6 less outs to work with, essentially, which does not seem like a lot when you're talking about it, but as somebody who has played at this level and gotten to coach at this level, these 7-inning games are one that you have to keep as tight as you can. That was the first mound visit of the inning there for CMU. So shortstop Carlos Medina out there, likely going over bunt coverages with his team. Medina, we saw Giordani Mendoza square around twice. Medina likely to do the same here. The shortstop batting out of the 8-hole. First baseman comes in. This bunt gets down. Pitcher fields it. They're going to throw him out at first base. If you're scoring at home, that will be a 1-4 put out, as the second baseman said, and I was covering there. But a sacrifice from Medina gets 2 into scoring position for the 9-hole hitter, Zachary Stark. We see if they continue to play small ball here for Brett Stanton's club. Stark, the senior from Medicine Hat, Canada, takes the first pitch outside for a ball. Morales working from right in the middle of the rubber here. Misses this one outside. Now it's going to be a 3-0 count here to start the 9-hole hitter, and DeAndre Gaines, who can swing the bat well, and stung the first pitch of the game to center field, is due up on deck. 3-0 here. Hard pressed to see Stark swing the bat. He'll take this one over the outer third for a called strike. 3-1 is the count. It's going to be hit out of play. This is going to miss high, and the bases are going to be loaded with one out here for the leadoff hitter, DeAndre Gaines. Second walk of the inning, third of the game for the pitcher, Cesar Morales. Gaines saw one pitch against Morales, who already here in the top half of the second has gone around the lineup once. Bases loaded, one away. First pitch to Gaines, almost clips him on the inside. Starting to think maybe he should have stuck in there. Dyson Kinnaman is the courtesy runner over at first base for the catcher Stark. This one, breaker does not bend in far enough, and the count is 2-0. Back-to-back pitches inside to Gaines, one fastball, one breaking ball. Leg kick in the pitch. This one, a little chopper back to the mound. He tries to barehand it, and it goes under, and there will be no play anywhere. Cesar Morales tried to barehand that ball, would have had the play at the plate, but comes up empty on the grab, and that one will score a run on excuse me swing from DeAndre Gaines. Everybody in there safely, and they are going to call that an E1. Error on the pitcher there. Keeps the bases loaded for Peyton Matthews, who walked in his first at-bat. So Morales, the Miami, Florida native, misses on his first pitch outside. Peyton Matthews from Chicago, a Texas Permian Basin transfer. Next pitch is a swing and a miss. One ball, one strike, one out here in the inning, and the base is full of Evangels. Top of the second in a 7-inning ball game. Morales working for the middle of the rubber. Looks at second once. Now the pitch. This one is going to be sent up into the air. Center fielder will camp under that one and catch it. They're going to get the ball into second, and we have a tied ball game. As the runner at first fakes the tag, and a sac fly for Peyton Matthews ties us up. Malzahn has been busy out there in center. Got that ball in quickly, and it's runners at first and third now for Noel McGarry Doyle, who singled in his first time. Right between short and third. Move the third baseman over a little bit. Runner takes off. Throw down to second is faked. Call is a strike. So now 2 in scoring position once again. Gaines takes second. So you got second and third here with 2 away, 2-2 game. This one misses outside. MACU left 2 on in the top half of the first as well. 1 ball, 1 strike count. Doyle at the plate, a right fielder, number 25. Out of Maple, Canada, the transfer from Southeastern in Iowa. This one back up the middle. It's going to be fielded by Soriano. Soriano with a step throw, and it is in time for the 6-3 putout, and that will end the inning, but not before the Evangels scored 2 runs on 1 hit. There was 1 error committed, and they leave 2 on base. We take a break after 1.5 innings of play. Your score, Mid-America Christian 2, Central Methodist 2. We'll be right back here on the UHV Athletics page from Riverside Stadium in Victoria, Texas.
Leading off for the Eagles, number 11, Zeb Wedding.
So MACU ties the game in the top half of the second. Zeb Weddy will lead things off here. First pitch in there for a strike. 7, 8, and 9 for Central Methodist here in the bottom half of the second. 7-inning game. Robbie Gutierrez on the call with you here from Victoria, Texas. We thank you whether you're watching in from McAllen, Texas, Rio Grande City, Texas, Missouri, or wherever. This one is stung deep out to left field over the scoreboard, and it is gone. How about that from the 7-hole? The left fielder, Zeb Weddy. Backtrack wall, Astro Blast, and gone. And CMU right back on top. That one was obliterated by Weddy.
The third baseman, number 4, Diego Pallen.
Absolutely blasted there. Diego Darin will dig in here as the Eagles have regained the lead on the Weddy home run. This one fouled back and into the parking lot. So like we were saying, no matter where you're watching in from, whether it be Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, or Missouri, or wherever, glad you're here. Robbie Gutierrez of NAI Ball on the call with you here today, at least for game number 1. This one will miss outside. Fabian Hernandez, the pitcher here for MACU. And fouled straight back. This one's going to be hit off the end of the bat, but right through the hole there between first and second. Nobody could have gotten to that one. And Durin is going to single here. So back-to-back hits in the inning. You had one that was blasted by Weddy, and then Durin places one perfectly on the infield there and squeezes through onto the outfield grass. That'll bring up the 9-hole hitter, the shortstop, David Soriano, who ended the last inning on a 6-3 putout. He'll square around a bunt, pull back, throw down, back pick. Nothing doing there. Durin back in quickly and safely. First pitch is called a ball. Just 9 outs of play in this game, and we've scored a total of 5 runs. The offense has been moving. There was no wind to speak of. This one's outside when batting practice was going on, but the flag here in center field starting to blow out to left. It's a perfect day here in Victoria, Texas. 71 degrees, feels like 76. The wind blowing slightly here from the southeast at about 3 miles an hour, so not a huge gust or anything like that. 2 balls and a strike now. Just perfect weather here for baseball today. This one bunted foul. The count draws even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Likely better than what they're getting, at least in Missouri. Before the game, longtime friend of mine, Nate Breland, was saying that there's still snow on the ground. And of course, both of these coaches, longtime friends of mine, and excited to have both of them here in Victoria, Texas. Had to make the drive up from McAllen, Texas to watch both of them this weekend. And of course, we'll get Coach Stav tomorrow. I'll be here for that one as well when UHV takes the field. Full count. The ground ball here placed. Can be an underhanded throw to second, and that one will be in time. So Mendoza able to get there. Munoz able to get over to second base and cover. Mendoza had to move a long way for that one, but he gets there in plenty of time to make the 5-4 fielder's choice. So Durin is out on the 5-4 fielder's choice. Soriano at first base. The lineup turns over, and here comes Valentin Sedna Jr. Sedna from Ingleside, Illinois, College of Lake County, transfer. Next pitch from Hernandez gets between the legs there of Stark. Down to second will be Soriano. Two balls and no strikes. 1 out here in the inning. Excuse me, the count goes to 1-1. This is going to miss up. So now there's 2 balls and a strike. Hernandez takes a peek over at second, takes a second look. Now the leg kick and the pitch. It's going to miss outside. It's 3-1. Sedna had a single in the top half of the first. Both pitchers here in the second inning are through the lineup 1 time. Called strike, and the count moves full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Don't forget to follow us over on NAI Ball across all 3 major platforms on X, Facebook, and Instagram at NAI Ball for all of your news, stats, scores, and information throughout the nation, not just on UHV, but MACU and CMU. Count remains full after that foul ball. This one is hit straight up into the air. Could be in no man's land, and that's going to fall in. Nobody covering third. Hernandez got there, but they're not able to make a play. That one from Sedna Jr. just falls in the middle. Like I said, the outfield here plays big. A lot of foul territory. Sedna just able to find some grass on the outfield and squeeze that one in for a single. 5th hit of the game for CMU, 2nd for Sedna. Ground ball hit to first. That's a fair ball off the glove of Justice, and it'll kick into that foul territory we were talking about. The runner from first coming around third, and he will score. Sliding Kyle Williams into third. It looked like it just kicked off the bag there. Couldn't tell if it kicked off the bag or off the heel of the glove of Justice, but it got by him, hit down the line, and ran all the way into the corner. In a ballpark like this where you got all this foul territory out there, that corner is going to lead to extra bases. So Kyle Williams doubles and advances on the throw. He's hit the ball hard twice. Both Serna Jr. and Soriano score on that one. And just like that, it is now 5-2 with one out here in this inning. Tanner Sears walked in his first at-bat. He was later retired, or at least his courtesy runner was later retired on a 6-4 putout. And now this is pitch misses outside, ball 1. 48 pitches so far in this game for Hernandez through an inning and a third. He comes set, leg kick and the pitch. And this one's ripped out to left, and that one's going to fall all that territory down there. It'll be a double for Tanner Sears, who will get in there standing. And the bottom of the second onslaught continues for CMU with their 4th run pushed across this inning. This time it's Tanner Sears with a double. It's back-to-back doubles. Darius Freeman over to courtesy run at second base for Tanner Sears. Gavin Whitehurst, the designated hitter, who grounded into a double play in his first at-bat. Freeman takes off to third, and he will get in there easily. Stole that one on Hernandez. Breaking ball. Pitcher didn't look over. Right call there from Freeman. Read that well. The infield will come in here for the Evangels. This catches the outer third for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. 7 hits for CMU so far here through in the bottom of the second. Hernandez trying to work his way out. Nobody throwing, but there are some arms getting loose down in the MACU bullpen. Ground ball hit to the shortstop. He'll take a look. Freeman back to third. Throws across the diamond. That was Medina there with the 6-3 putout. So Whitehurst is now grounded out to the shortstop twice today. Malzahn here. He singled and had the first RBI of the season, actually, for CMU. That was in his last at-bat. 2 away here and a runner on third. Hernandez with the pitch. This one's going to miss down, and the count will move to 2 balls and no strikes. This one fouled off at the plate, and the count moves to 2-1. '56th pitch of the game coming up here for Hernandez through 1 2/3 of an inning. Leg kick and the pitch. Fouled off into the parking lot. I will say, if you're going to park somewhere here at Riverside Stadium, it's probably better to park further away from the ballpark. This one misses. And the count is full. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, and a runner on third. Freeman taking a look and seeing where the outfielders are. With 2 outs, moving on contact. Ground ball is going to be hit through the hole here. Malzahn. It's his second RBI of the day, second single as well. And that'll bring up the right fielder, number 20, Carlos Negron. Negron ended the first inning with a strikeout. It's the 9th man to reach or to bat this inning. This one fouled off and out of play, strike 1. Seven to 2 here in the second. This one misses down. Nate Breland has to be happy with the way his team has responded after giving up 2 in the top half of the first. The offense has been hitting the ball well. 8 hits, not even done with the second inning yet. Breaking ball bends in there for a strike, and the count moves to 1 ball and 2 strikes. Malzahn takes off. Ground ball hit out to third here. It's going to be picked up by Mendoza. Throw across the diamond is scooped out by Justice, and the inning will come to a close just like that. A 5-3 put out ends the inning at Carlos Negron, but 5 runs in that inning on 6 hits, no errors, and 1 left on base. It is 7-2. Central Methodist out in front of the Evangels of MACU here at the end of 2. 7-inning ball game. We'll take a break, and when we come back, more baseball from Riverside Stadium in Victoria, Texas. Chris Munoz will lead us off. Christopher Munoz leads us off here in the top half of the third. Chance for the Evangels to respond. First pitch from Morales is in there for a strike. Cesar Morales working into his third inning of work here. Second time facing Christopher Munoz. Munoz flew out to center field his first at-bat, hit the ball well. Nothing to show for it. 1 ball, 1 strike count here in the third. 7-2, Central Methodist leads MACU. This This one is a strike, breaking ball in the inner third. Thrilled you could join us here for game one of this matchup. I'm Robbie Gutierrez of NAI Ball. Thrilled that you could be here with us and excited to call this game with you. A check swing. They're going to check down. No swing, says the umpire. And the count draws even. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Been about 10 years since I've gotten to call a baseball game, but I figure it's just like riding a bike. You just don't forget how to do it. But bear with me on this one. This one's going to be lined into left field, right past the outstretched arm of Durin. And it's going to kick off the left fielder here in Weddy. And so it'll be a single in an air. A single and an E7 advances the runner. Here comes Brett Justice. He popped out on the infield to the first baseman Williams in his first at bat. Justice holds up on that one, and it is ball 1 here. Both pitchers have been dealing with a lot of traffic on the bases. There'll be a fastball in there for a strike. I want to thank both programs who gave me a new wardrobe coming out to the game today, both CMU and MACU. This one's going to be line foul. Brett doesn't even move on that one, just stays in the box. Thrilled to call a ball game between 2 head coaches and several assistants that I'm genuinely glad to call friends, both in head coach Brett Stanton and CMU head coach Nate Breland. This one down, 2 ball, 2 strike count. Of course, have to give a shout to Kyle Barrett, who been a long time guy around NAI ball and somebody who has always kept in contact, and somebody I'd consider a friend as well. And CMU great Kenny Otero in the other dugout. Full count here. A ground ball chop foul. It's going to hit off the railing, and somebody will have a souvenir. Just kidding. We got to get the baseballs back at this level. Full count. Leg kick and the pitch. And this one is going to be hit high into the air into left. Likely a play here for Weddy. He sees it. He comes down with it. The tag is faked at second. The good throw in the third holds the runner up there in Munoz. And that's the first out of the inning as Brett Justice flies out to left. John Luke Hobdy doubled in his first at bat of the game. Breaking ball misses inside from Morales. No action in the bullpen for CMU, but some arms starting to get loose and stretch. This one fouled straight back. I didn't find out I was going to call this game. UHV knew I was coming up for the game. Made the drive up north to Victoria from the great city of McAllen, Texas. About 222 miles from my front door to here. Didn't know, though, I was going to get to call the game till about 11:30 at night last night. So doing the best with what I got. 1 ball, 1 strike count. This one misses inside. This used to be a profession of mine through my time at ESPN, I was also working in minor league baseball, getting to call basketball games for the great Rolly Massimino at Kaiser University, my time coaching at this level as well at Kaiser University, and playing at both Northwood and Kaiser. This is NAI baseball is just an absolute huge piece of my life. This one flied out to center, deep. Munoz will take off from second and make it into third, but it'll be a deep fly out for Hobby for the second out of the inning. Runner on third, 2 away. Jordani Mendoza walked and came around to score in his last at-bat. One thing I learned in my time as getting to call baseball across multiple levels is for every 1 hour you're on the air, you got to do 2 hours of prep work. It's a swing and a miss, and it's strike 1. Well, I had to wake up at 6 in the morning. Didn't know I was going to call this game till about 11:30 last night. Not a lot of prep work here for me, so we got what we got. This one misses down, and the count is now 1 ball and 1 strike. It's going to miss on the outside, and the count moves to 2-1. 7-2, CMU leads. 2 outs here in the inning, and a runner on third. At third base is Christopher Munoz. Next pitch misses outside. Munoz, the southeastern transfer from out of Lakeland, Florida. A big pickup for MACU. Morales with the pitch. This one line back up the middle. That will fall, and that'll be an RBI for Mendoza.
The shortstop, number 3, Carlos Medina.
So Mendoza drives in an RBI, and it's now 7-3. MACU trying to chip away in this 7-inning ball game. Pick off here to first, nothing doing. Carlos Medina in his first at-bat had a sacrifice bunt. This one kicks off the catcher Sears, and Mendoza will get down to second base. 2 balls and no strikes now here. "58 pitches. Pitch number 59 getting ready to come for Cesar Morales. He's thrown less pitches than his counterpart, who had a very long second inning. But both of these pitchers have been working with plenty of traffic on the bases. 12 hits combined given up and 3 errors on defenses, including 1 error on Morales. Two balls and no strikes here. Medina trying to cut into this lead. Hits the ball straight up into the air on the infield. The second baseman, Serna, will camp under it, make the play, shields his eyes from his glove, and makes the catch. And that will end the inning. But not before there's a run on 2 hits, no error, or 1 error in the inning, and 1 left on base for MACU in that one. We head to the middle of the third. 7-3, CMU leads the Evangels of Mid-America Christian. That will was asking for time at the plate, was not granted by the umpire. He swings and misses at that one, goes down on 3 pitches. Diego Darin now, the third baseman, number 4, digs into the plate. Ground ball back up the middle, and that one will get by everyone. Past the outstretched glove of Hernandez. Medina never had a play on it, and it's a single for Darin, who's now 2 for 2 today. Soriano will dig in now, the 9-hole hitter. He reached on a fielder's choice in his last at-bat. Ground ball, third baseman. Pitch, Soriano clips him on the inside, the upper arm. First in, as Valentin Serna Jr. digs in. Green outlined in black. MACU in dark pinstripes with white pins on them, white stripes, black colored, hat with the outline of the state of Oklahoma on it as well. A ground ball hit to Justice. Fair ball. He'll step on first, look over to second, no play. Numbers on the front and back for MACU in white. So there's the second out of the inning. 3 unassisted. It's actually the first time Serna has been retired this season. Now runners at second and third with 2 outs. Kyle Williams up. He's reaching on an error and doubled. Double scored 2 runs last time. And that one's going to get up the middle. He's got a chance to score 2 more. Runner rounding third and will come in easily. Kyle Williams continues his onslaught. So he's reached. And 2 more runs come in here off of Hernandez. And it's now 9-3 CMU, who has scored in every inning. We've only had 1-0 thrown up. This one's going to kick foul off the turf. Just the top half of the first inning was the only 0 so far in this game. We're in the bottom of the third. About 65 minutes in since first pitch. Oh, 1 is a count here. Checks twice. Now the pitch. Breaking ball in there for a strike to the catcher, Tanner Sears, who has also gotten a double today. So misses upstairs, and it's 1-2. Two top 25 teams in the nation meeting for this one here in a neutral site matchup. Fouled off at the plate, and the count will remain 1-2. Tomorrow we'll get Central Methodist and UHV. It'll be a really early start, 9:15 a.m. Central Methodist has a flight to catch in Houston to get out of Dodge. This misses on the inside. The count draws even. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, and runner on first base. This one misses inside to Sears. And we got a full count, an action pitch coming here with the Williams at first, likely moving. See what Hernandez wants to do. Pitch number 77 of the game here for Hernandez. First to throw over to first base, nothing doing. This one fouled off. Count remains full. Sears here, trying to keep this one moving. Doubled in his last at bat. Runner takes off. This one's going to be lifted into left field. That one will get down. Runner will move first to third. Will get in there easily. And it's runners at the corners now.
The designated hitter number 22, Gavin Whitehurst.
So Gavin Whitehurst will dig in. He's grounded out to the shortstop twice. His first at bat was a 6-4-3 double play. His second was a 6-3 putout. Pitch misses outside. Throw over to first base, nothing doing there. Throw over again, much closer play that time, and he got him. So Hernandez picks off Freeman at first base to end the inning there, but not before 2 more runs are scored on 3 hits. There were no errors in that inning, and there was no one left on base. After 3 frames here in Victoria, Texas from Riverside Stadium, it's Central Methodist 9, MACU 3. We'll take a break, and when we come back, more baseball from right here between MACU and CMU. Top half of the 4th gets underway here from Morales, a ball. Zachary Stark, the catcher who walked in his first at-bat, back up at the plate for his second appearance of the day. This one's a called strike over the outer third, and the count moves to 1-1 strike. Robbie Gutierrez on the call with you here. You can find us at NAI Ball on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram for all your NAI baseball news, stats, scores, and information every single day throughout the year. Underhanded flip on the high chopper to Morales. Cesar Morales underhands to Williams for the 1-3 putout. And that's the first out of the inning. DeAndre Gaines here, the leadoff hitter, batting for the third time in the top half of the fourth. Take a look a little bit later. What is next for both of these clubs? We know CMU will play UHV tomorrow. This one high and tight here from Morales to Gaines. Count moves to 2-0. After today's matchups with Central Methodist, MACU will head home and take on Randall on February 4th at home in Oklahoma City. This one's going to hit Gaines, and he will reach first base on the hit by pitch. And then after that, you can catch the Evangels at the NAI Ball Cajun Collision. The Cajun Collision presented by us over at NAI Ball at the Sterlington Sports Complex, where they will take on number 4 LSU Shreveport, Dakota State, Georgetown, and Park over 2 days. This one misses, and it's 1-ball strike, runner at first base after Gaines was hit by pitch. This one missed down the count. Nate Matthews has a walk and a set to center. Breaking ball in there for a strike. The count moves to 2-1. 1 out here in the inning. 15 hits in this game through the 3 1/3 frames. But the Eagles send this.
Pitching for the Evangels, number 40, Carlos Escobosa.
New arm into the game for the Evangels, Carlos Escobosa, the right-handed senior from Santo Domingo, Dominican Republic, enters the game. Gavin Whitehurst, who was at the dish when Freeman was picked off of first base, back into the box here in the bottom half of the fourth. First pitch from Escobosa. Misses, check down, no call. It is a ball. We'll take a look at the final lines for both pitchers. For Central Methodist pitcher Cesar Morales, it was 3 1/3, 4 hits, 3 runs, 1 earned, 4 walks, no strikeouts. This one misses as well from Escobosa. And for Fabian Hernandez, it was 3 innings pitched, 11 hits, 8 earned runs, and 2 strikeouts. Two balls and a strike here. Bottom of the fourth inning, 7-inning ball game. Gavin Whitehurst, the designated hitter, number 22, at the dish for CMU. This one's going to be lifted out to right field, but the right fielder Doyle is there, camps under it, and makes the catch for the first out of the inning. 7-inning ball game and a 9-3 CMU lead.
The center fielder, 15, Ryan Malcolm.
This one fouled off. Oh, 1 is the count here to Malzahn. Fouled straight back over our heads. Malzahn 2 for 2 on the day. 2 singles, 2 RBIs. This one breaks in. Nothing doing there, a little bit too far inside. One ball, 2 strikes, and 1 away. Fouled off again. Escobosa into the game now. And another foul ball. Count remains 2. Escobosa trying to throw up the first 0 of the day for MACU. CMU has scored in all 3 innings so far. This one's missed down, and the count moves to 1-2. So both starting pitchers out of the game. One going 3 innings in Hernandez, and the other in Morales going 3 1/3. The count moves full here after that one misses down. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Leg kick in the pitch from Escobosa. That one is called strike 3.
The right fielder, number 20, Carlos Negron.
A strikeout looking there will bring up the right fielder, number 20, Carlos Negron. Swing and a miss there. This one fouled straight back, and the count is 0-2. Escobosa trying to get a 1-2-3 inning here. The first time would be for either side. This one misses up. Count moves to 1-2. This one poked out to right. Right fielder camping under it, and Doyle makes the catch, and we have our first one. Whitehurst flies out. Mazan strikes out looking, and Negron flies out. No runs, no hits, no innings, no errors, and nobody left on base. We head to the top half of the fifth. Your score, Central Methodist 9, MACU 3. We'll take a break, and when we come back, more baseball from right here at Riverside Stadium in Victoria, Texas. Brett Justice leads us off here in the top half of the fifth inning. That first pitch is going to be grounded to third and foul. Oh, 1 is the count, and the next pitch swung on and miss. Justin Stedry out of Saginaw, Michigan, still on the mound here for CMU. This one hit high out to left and caught on the warning track. Justice gave that one a ride, but nothing to show for it there. Now the wind blowing straight out to center in this one. The wind shifted a couple of times. John Luke Hobdy now into the game. Ground ball hit here to short. Soriano bobbles it, and Hobdy will be safe. It will be an E6 on that one as Hobdy reaches. It's going to be the third error of the game on CMU. This one misses outside. Robbie Gutierrez on the call with you here today of NAI Ball. Happy to be here with you for game one. I'll be moving around for game two. 1 ball, no strikes here. This one is poked out into left. It's going to be a long run for the left fielder. Diving catch is made. He'll get up, gun the ball over to first base. Not in time, but what a catch by Weddy.
The shortstop, number 3, Carlos Medina.
That's the second out of the inning, and here comes Carlos Medina now. What a play in left by Weddy there. Certainly having a game. This one misses inside. Medina doesn't move out of the way. It just misses him. 1 ball, no strikes is the count. 2 outs here, top half of the 5th. Foul ball here at the plate. That count draws even to 1 ball, 1 strike. Weddy with a full layout there. Got up quickly, fired it into first, just not in time to try to get Hobdy. Ground ball hit here. Soriano up with it on a hop. Throw across the diamond is wide, and he will be off the bag, says the umpire. Second error of the inning on Soriano. And MACU keeps the inning alive. Zachary Stark, the 9-hole hitter, comes up here.
The catcher, number 7, Zachary Stark.
So Stark has walked and grounded out to the pitcher here. 1 in scoring position and 2 on. 7 left on base for the Evangels today through the first 4 innings. 4th CMU error committed. First pitch from Stedry there. High and outside for ball number 1. Soriano's committed both errors in this inning. Leg kick in the pitch. This one misses outside as well, and the count moves to 2-0. This one fouled back, and the count moves to 2-1. Ground ball hit to third here. Durin, it goes under his glove. They'll hold up the runners. That's going to be the 3rd error of the inning. And the bases are loaded for DeAndre Gaines. Third error of the inning and 5th on the game for CMU. That left side of the infield. Trying to get out of this inning. First pitch from Stedry. Strike. DeAndre Gaines, the center fielder, stung the first pitch of the game to center, reached on an error and was hit by pitch. Those are his 3 at-bats, making his 4th plate appearance of the game so far here today. Leg kick and the pitch. This one misses down. Kept in front, though, by Sears, not allowing anybody to go anywhere there. Bases loaded, 2 outs here. Stedry comes set now, the leg kick and the pitch. Breaking ball, chopper, foul. 1 ball, 2 strikes. If you're looking for scores from around the nation, our guy Taylor Thomas over at NAI Ball will be posting scores all day long from games around the country, including this one. You can find that on X for all of your score updates daily throughout the season at NAI Ball. 1-2 is the count. Leg kick in the pitch from Stedry. Breaking ball. This one roped into left. Is it fair? No. Gaines gets the bat head just out in front of that one. Count remains 1-2. MACU trying to cut into this 6-run lead. Gaines trying to get that started right here in the top half of the 5th. Probably should have been a quick inning. For Stedry has turned into a long one. 27th pitch. Misses. Blocked by Sears. Fakes a throw to third. Nothing happening there. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The count has drawn even. The base is full of Evangels. 9-3 CMU out in front. 3 errors in the inning for the Eagles. Cedry trying to work his way out of a jam. Fouled off. It's going to be out of play. Would have been a really long run for Williams anyway. A lot of foul territory here in Victoria, Texas at Riverside Stadium. Leg kick in the pitch. Up high, and the count goes full. Action pitch coming. Everybody going to be on the move. Huge pitch here to the leadoff hitter, DeAndre Gaines. 3 balls, 2 strikes, top of the 5th, 9-3 CMU lead. Stedry looks in, gets the sign from Sears. Leg kick, pitch. Hit out to shortstop. No play at second. Long throw to first. That one is in time from Soriano, and he's able to get out of the inning and help Stedry out there. No runs, no hits, 3 errors, and 3 left on base for the Evangels. We'll take a quick break, and when we come back, more baseball here from Riverside Stadium. We head to the bottom of the 5th, 9-3 CMU out in front.
Number 11, Zeb Wade.
Zeb Weddy steps in here. He went yard in the 2nd inning to put the Eagles back out in front, the start of a 5-run inning, and they have not looked back since. Escobosa. Continuing to pitch here for MACU. This one misses up high. 2 balls and no strikes. Leg kick in the pitch. This one misses as well, and the count moves to 3-0. Robbie Gutierrez on the call with you here today. You can find all of our new stats, scores, and information all season long for the NAI baseball season at NAI Ball across X, Instagram, and Facebook. And Taylor Thomas posting some of our scores today. We post scores every single day on X. That 3-1 count here. Escobosa with the leg kick and the pitch. This one swung on and missed, and the count draws full. Some scores from the day. Doane out of Nebraska defeats McPherson 5-4. Number 12, Kansas Wesleyan defeats USAO 5-3. Pitch here from Escobosa. Misses up high, and Weddy will take first base on the walk. Number 23, Oklahoma City in Game 1 against Sterling, defeating Sterling 5-3 in their matchup.
Power.
My alma mater, Kaiser University, defeats Grace 6-1 as well today. First pitch to Diego Darin. Squares around, pulls back, takes a ball. Back pick to first, nothing happening there. 1 ball and no strikes. Big swing and a miss there. Count is 1 ball and 1 strike now. Scobosa has had a 1-2-3 inning in the last frame. It was the first 1-2-3 inning that each side has had today. Squared around a bunt there. You could tell he's going to bunt. Had a little flinch before any action started inside of the box. Was getting ready to square around. Just did not want to mistime that. 2 balls and a strike here. We'll see what Darin does this time. Had the bunt on once, took it off, and then had it on again here. Weedy over in at first base. Darin won't square around this time. Pitches up high. 3 balls and a strike now. 7-inning ball game. 9-3 CMU lead. 15 hits. 11 of them, though, belonging to CMU. Swing and a miss there. Back to a full count. This one off the handle, fouled out of play. 5 different ball clubs share Riverside Stadium, the Victoria Generals of the Texas Collegiate League. Of course, UHV, who will play here tomorrow, a private school in Taps in the state of Texas, and then both UIL public high schools as well in Victoria East and Victoria West. This one up high for ball 4. Could see either Victoria East or Victoria West this season in the playoffs for my McAllen Bulldogs. Kyle Barrett out there to talk to his pitcher. First and second, nobody out after back-to-back walks here to start the bottom half of the 5th. Escobosa will continue to be the guy. There is some action down in the bullpen. That looks to be like it is number 27, Ryan Smith, a right-handed pitcher out of Mustang, Oklahoma, warming up in the pen for MACU. Nine-hole hitter here is Soriano. He bunts this one, bunts it foul into his own dugout. No balls and a strike is a count. Soriano squares around early again, pulls back. This one up high, and the count moves to 1-1. Soriano, the New Mexico junior college transfer, also from Santo Domingo in the Dominican Republic. One up high, and it's now 2 balls and a strike. Soriano squares around a bunt. This one's popped up straight up into the air, but I don't think Stark can see it, and he won't have a play on it either way. Two balls, 2 strike count. We'll see what they put on here with Soriano. This one misses down, and the count moves full. Full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Nobody out here. Soriano at the plate. Here comes the pitch, and that one's down, and the bases have been walked, loaded. Kyle Barrett out to the mound. We'll have a pitching change. It looks to be like number 27, Ryan Smith, will be coming into the game. We'll take a quick break along with the pause in the action, get you the final line on the pitcher, Carlos Escobosa, when we return. Valentin Sedena Jr. will be the batter here. On the first pitch from number 27, Ryan Smith, is in there for a strike. Get you Carlos Escobosa's final line here after this pitch. This one fouled off at the plate. Bases are loaded for CMU and nobody away. Escobosa goes 1 inning pitch, walks 3, strikes out 1. 0-2 is the count. This one misses high and outside. 1-2 now. This one misses outside as well, and the count draws even 2-2. Swing and a miss there. Serna goes down on strikes. That's a big first out of the inning for number 27, Ryan Smith. The Lamar Junior College transfer. Trying to get another one here against Kyle Williams, who's having some kind of day. First pitch to Williams misses. This one misses high and away as well. Two balls and no strikes. Nowhere to put Williams. Got to come at him. Does, and this one's fouled straight back. 2-1 now. Nothing doing on that pitch. 3-1. Got to come at him again. Three one is the count. Smith looks in, gets the sign, the leg kick, and the pitch. Just misses outside. That's a bases loaded walk and another RBI for Williams today.
The catcher, number 21, Sears.
Tanner Sears, the catcher, digs in. It's now a 10-3 CMU lead. Line drive hit out to the second baseman, and they were going to double up the Eagles there on the line drive, caught by Munoz. Back to the shortstop, Medina. It is going to be a line out for Sears, who stung that ball. And then Soriano is going to be out on the 4-6 put out to end the inning. But a run on no hits, no errors, and two left on base there in the inning for CMU. We go to the sixth. 10-3. The Eagles lead the Evangels. We'll take a break, and when we come back, more from right here at Riverside Stadium in Victoria, Texas. Peyton Matthews leads things off here, the two-hole hitter and the left fielder. Robbie Gutierrez on the call with you here from Riverside Stadium in Victoria, Texas. Absolutely thrilled here to be on the call with you. You can give us a follow for all NAI Ball stats, news, scores, and information at NAI Ball on X, formerly known as Twitter, for score updates all day long. 1 ball, no strikes here. This one is going to be chopped foul. Stedry continuing to work here. There is some action down in the CMU bullpen, but nobody really tossing yet. Stedry with pitch number 33. This one's fouled away, and the count moves to 1-2. Stedry found himself in some trouble in the last inning, not really of his own doing. 3 errors behind him, 5 errors total today for CMU, but able to work out of it in that inning. And a swing and a miss there for a strikeout. It's actually the first strikeout of the day for the Evangels. Well, McGarry Doyle will dig into the box here in the top half of the 6th. 10-3 CMU leads. This one misses inside. MACU 4-2 on the season. Central Methodist playing their first game of the year. Ball down as well, and the count moves to 2-0. Ground ball hit here to Soriano. Up with it. Throw across the diamond in plenty of time, and that's a 6-3 put out. MACU has not gone down in order once today. Between both of these teams, there's only been 1 inning of 1-2-3 action. MACU on the day has left 10 runners on base. Trailing 10-3 here in this one. They have 4 hits, but have been given 5 extra opportunities and errors. And have worked 5 other opportunities, including walks or hit by pitches. Stedry with a leg kick in the pitch. Breaking ball in there for a strike. 1 ball and 2 strikes here. Munoz won't offer at that one. One fouled up and away. Twos across the board. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Leg kick of the pitch from Stedry. This one misses outside, and the count draws full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. The 44th pitch for Stedry coming up. Munoz just trying to extend the inning a little bit and get it to Brett Justice, who's 0 for 3 today. Munoz has a hit and advance on an error. It's also flown out to left and flown out to center. This one is ball 4. Munoz will walk.
The first baseman, number 33, Jason Thurman.
We have a new hitter here. It's going to be number 33, Jason Thurman, who will bat here for MACU. Thurman from Fort Madison, Iowa, with a healthy cut there. 0-1 is the count here. Thurman making his first at-bat of the day. Leg kick in the pitch from Stedry. Swing and a miss. 0-2. Stedry trying to get his team back into the dugout here in the top half of the 6th inning. And there's call strike 3. So Thurman goes down looking. No runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 left on base for MACU. We head to the bottom of the 6th. It's 10-3 Eagles from Riverside Stadium in Victoria, Texas. We'll take a break. Come right back. Gavin Whitehurst will lead things off here in the bottom half of the 6th. Ryan Smith continuing to pitch here for MACU. Whitehurst is 0 for 3 on the day. Grounded out short twice and flew out to right. First pitch from Smith misses inside, and the count moves to 1-0. Robbie Tanner's on the call with you here from Victoria, Texas at Riverside Stadium of NAI ball, and thrilled that UHV asked me out here to call this game. Well, I was coming out here anyway, but asked me if I wanted to call game number 1 of today's doubleheader. Made the trip about 222 miles north from my hometown, up north to Victoria, Texas. This one, a high chopper on the infield. Going to be a tough play. Third baseman up with it. Throw across the diamond. Just in time. He got him. What a play from Mendoza. So Whitehurst is retired with a 5-3 put out, and that'll bring up Ryan Malzahn. First pitch misses inside. Always enjoy coming out to Riverside Stadium in Victoria, Texas, catching a couple of UHV games in a weekend. Oh, this one stung into the left center gap, and that one's going to one-hop the wall off the track. Looking for 2 is Malzahn. He will be in there standing. A double for him, his 3rd hit of the game. It's the first hit for CMU since the 3rd inning when Tanner Sears singled. Had not had a hit since the 3rd inning. They did score a run without getting a hit in the 5th. Carlos Negron is 0 for 3 today with a strikeout, a ground out, and a fly out. Leg kick from Smith. This one's down, and the count moves to 1 ball and no strikes. We'll be here tomorrow as well for CMU versus UHV at 9:15 a.m. Central Time. Won't be on the call for that one, but we'll be watching from the stands and, of course, reporting on the game live at NAI Ball and at my own personal at RobG1063. This one cut on and missed by Negron. 1-1 is the count. Negron hits this one into the air, into left. Left fielder Matthews camped under it, makes the play. Looking like there's going to be a tag opportunity from third, and he will get there. Malzahn tags from second to third on a fly ball to left.
The left fielder, number 11, Sam Webb.
Zeb Weddy digs into the plate now with 2 outs and a runner on third. It was Weddy's home run in the second inning that gave the lead right back. Weddy's trying to say that ball went off of him, but the play will be made. Weddy did not move in the box, saying the ball hit him in the box, does not move from the plate, and he is out on a 1-3 putout. Could not tell from my vantage point there if that ball hit him or not, but it did look like it had a little sideways spin on it, but it ends the inning per the umpires, and so we have no runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on base. We head to the top half of the 7th. MACU needing a big top half of the inning to keep things going here. And when we come back, that 7th inning live from right here at Riverside Stadium in Victoria, Texas. I'm Robbie Gutierrez. We'll talk to you here soon. We have a pitching change for CMU. It looks like Nicholas Neighbors will enter the game, the right-handed junior out of Nashville, Tennessee, from Columbia State Junior College, will make his season debut. That closes the book on Justin Stedry, who goes 2 2/3, allowing no hits, no runs, 1 walk, and 2 strikeouts. Neighbors now into the game, and he will face off here with John Luke Hobdy. 10-3 is the score here. A lot being needed from MACU to keep this game alive. This is a 7-inning ball game. First pitch in there, breaking ball, call, strike. 0-1 is the count. It'll be Hobdy, Mendoza, and Medina. Should somebody reach, Zachary Stark will get an opportunity. This one's going to miss down and away. The count draws to 1-1. Swing and a miss there. 1-2 is the count. Hobdy on the day has doubled, flown out to center, and reached on an air. Neighbors, leg kick in the pitch. Call, strike 3 over the outer third. So after MACU struck out for the first time all game in the 6th inning, they've struck out now 3 times in the last 5 at-bats. Giordani Mendoza digs into the box. Swing and a miss there from Mendoza. Carlos Medina is on deck. This one fouled back, and the count moves to 0-2. Neighbors trying to work back-to-back punch-outs here. Leg kick in the pitch. Just misses inside. This one line to the third baseman, Durin. He makes the catch, and there are two away now on that line out. And so it all falls into Carlos Medina here. 10-3 CMU leads. 2 outs here in the top half of the 7th. This one hit out to right, and that will get down. So Medina will keep the line moving there. And Zachary Stark will get a bat.
Number 7, Zachary Stark.
That is the first hit for the Evangels since the 3rd inning of play. This one misses inside from Neighbors. Stark, the 9-hole hitter, has walked and grounded out to the pitcher and reached on an error. Ground ball up the middle. Stepping on second base is Soriano, and that is the ball game. A fielder's choice for Stark. Medina out on the 6 unassisted ground out. Your final score in game number 1 of this doubleheader: Central Methodist wins its opening day matchup against MACU by a score of 10-3. The Evangels fall to 4-3. The Eagles improve to 1-0. Your final line scores look like this. For MACU, they had 5 hits, committed 1 error, scored 3 runs, and left 11 on base. The losing pitcher today is Fabian Hernandez. On the other side of things, for Central Methodist, they scored 10 runs on 12 hits. They left 5 on base and committed 5 errors in today's matchup. But in that, the winning pitcher, I want to say, is going to be Cesar Morales. I believe he qualifies for the win in the 7-inning game at 3 1/3. If not, it's Justin Stedry. It's been a while, like I said, since I've gotten to call a ball game, and I had to differentiate the 7 and the 9. But outside of that, that is the final score, 10-3 in game number 1. Game number 2 will be coming up in about 30 minutes of play. I'm going to head down and get some interviews with players. Likely talk to Kyle Williams, who had 4 RBIs today in game number 1. Folks, this is the first time I've gotten to call a ball game in about 10 years, something I used to do on a regular basis. I'm certainly thankful to UHV for reaching out and asking if I wanted to fill in where they had a need and getting the opportunity to do so. For all of your news, stats, scores, and information, you can find my company, NAI Ball, started with myself and Cody Butler, at NAI Ball on Facebook, Instagram, and of course, daily updates every single day, every single game, score updates, finals, new stat, scores, and information live at NAI Ball on Twitter or whatever it's called nowadays, X. And then, of course, you can find me at RobG1063. That'll be it for us here in game number 1. We thank you for tuning in. We hope you enjoyed today's game, and we'll talk to you again soon. Be sure to check out the NAI Ball podcast as well, opening next week, wherever podcasts are found, or check us out at naiball.org. Have a great day, and even better tomorrow. We'll see you back in about 30 minutes for game number 2. From right here in Riverside Stadium in Victoria, Texas, your final score, Central Methodist 10, Mid-America Christian 3. I've been Robbie Gutierrez. We'll talk to you again soon. Have a great day and an even better tomorrow.